With hundreds of wheel options out there and so many build styles, it can be almost impossible to find the perfect wheel setup that matches your build style. You've got color choices, size options, and just straight up style types. Back in the day, all you had were the Super D or bullet hole styles to choose, which all looked extremely similar. Today you have so much more, so many more spokes and angles, and then some guy from ARKON says something about these wheels being proper directional, and it just gets more confusing. That's what I'm here for today. I'm Junior with Custom Offsets TV on the YouTube, and if you're looking for a certain style or setup for your build, we have our custom gallery of like 90,000 custom trucks that'll tell you their exact specs and what it took to run their wheel, tires, and lift kit. Go check it out, customoffsets.com/gallery. Now, when you're looking at wheels, there's really only a few different styles that the wheels can have. Pretty much any wheel that you're looking at will fall into one of these categories if you're looking specifically at the spokes and how the wheel's designed. You may notice some wheels like the American Force Genesis that has these spokes diving backwards, which is called a concave design, but we aren't really talking about that today. Think of a wheel as if you're looking straight on at the face of the wheel and what you see. Are you picturing it? Sweet. Now let's break those down. There are really two different categories of wheel designs, and mostly everything falls inside of those. You've got your straight spoke style wheels and your directional wheels. Straight spoke styled wheels are exactly what you'd expect. From the hub to where the spoke hits the barrel, there is no angle, just a straight piece of aluminum alloy. A lot of these designs will be simpler styled since you've got a pretty straightforward spoke design. See what I did there? Straightforward, straight spoke. Yeah, you get it. But straight spokes aren't the only non-directional styled wheels that fall into this category. You've also got your full-faced wheels that are typically non-directional. Full-faced wheels are basically a wheel blank with certain holes or cutouts in it, but no real spoke in the way that we typically think of it. Picture like the Anthem Viper or the ARKON Crown Series Triumph for a full-faced wheel design. There are a lot of cutouts and styling in the wheel, but you don't see chunky spokes coming off. So then that only leaves one category left, your directional styled wheels. These are also extremely easy to identify when you look straight on at the face of the wheel. If the spokes angle or look like they have movement or curve or any of that, then you have yourself a directional styled wheel. Wheels like the TIS 544 and the Hard Rock Crusher are great examples. You can see that the spokes definitely have angle and have a certain direction or movement to them. Now, you've had it easy so far. We broke down the different types of wheels, directional and, well, non-directional designs. But with directional designs, there are a few subcategories. The TIS 544 is a directional styled wheel, but it's not a true directional wheel. What does that mean? You see almost all fancy forged wheel offerings giving you true directional wheels. They supply a left side and a right side, which mirror each other and give you the same look on each side of your truck. So one side will have the spokes pointing forwards, and on the other side of the truck, the spokes will be angled towards the rear of the truck. It looks kind of goofy now that I pointed out, sorry. We call this digging and swooping. If the spokes look like they're flowing backwards as you drive, they're swooping. If it looks like the wheels are clawing at the ground as your truck pulls forward, you're digging. The standard is to have your wheel swooping. It flows nicely and it looks great rolling, but of course you'll have those guys, you know, those guys who want to be different. Digging your wheels just honestly kinda looks like the visual equivalent to like nails on a chalkboard sound, and I don't know. It just ain't right. Most directional styled cast wheels will have one side of your truck digging and the other side swooping, and it just isn't the thing. It's not it. It ain't it. But forged wheel companies and a few cast wheel companies fix that with their left and right pairs of each set of wheels. Now, there's a certain company that disrupted the whole directional and true directional game a few years ago. Before then, it was only really forged wheel companies giving you these left and right pairs to complete your full set of wheels. Cast wheel companies really just accepted that since cast wheels were at a lower price point, it was accepted and normal for your wheels to be running the wrong direction on half of your build. The reason for that is because in the cast wheel world, you have a wheel mold that's molten metal and poured into this like shape for the wheel. And if you have directional wheels that are true directional, you need a left and a right, which means you need double the molds, which doubles your price you need to pay to make wheels, and it also leads to inventory issues because you're technically stocking half of the inventory of a wheel that isn't true directional, and then you need to stock the other half, and you can't have all lefts and no rights, or you kind of just don't have any wheels at all because you need to sell 2 of each, not 4 of one, and it gets confusing. But in 2018, ARKON tackled all of this and came out in force to dominate the cast wheel market. Offering not 1, not 2, but 4 true directional wheels on launch, it was an immediate success. Now, ARKON couldn't just make true directional wheels. They had to go out of their way to establish the term for having a mirrored left and right set of your wheels. Proper directional. Boom. It's the same thing as true directional, just ARKON's term for it and for the technology and styling put into every design. So don't get confused, true directional equals proper directional. After ARKON made a statement by saying, hey, All of our cast wheels are proper directional, dudes. Other companies knew it was time to finally start offering their true directional wheels. Most companies are still just making directional styled wheels that aren't true directional, and I think there's a good reason why. Wheels like TIS and a lot of other cast companies have a forged parent company that offers very similar styles, but being forged, it's really easy for them to take a left side and a right side and cut them out from the same blank. Offering a cast wheel that isn't true directional keeps the cost lower on their cast lineup, and then the forged line does all the talking with true directional, massive sizes, unique colors. Hell yeah. That's honestly it. We've seen a lot of guys talking about directional wheels, not realizing that directional styled wheels are still directional, even if they aren't true directional. Quick recap, there's mainly two styles of wheels: straight spoke and directional wheels. Straight spoke includes wheels that have straight spokes, imagine that, full face wheels, and anything that's just non-directional. No curves, no angles, nothing fancy. And then there's your directional wheels. Directional wheels consist of directional styled wheels, true directional wheels, and then under true directional wheels, you have ARKON's name for it, your proper directional wheels. Of course, you can find all of these design styles and more at customoffsets.com. Package some tires, get discounted wheel tire package rates with free mount balance and ship. Or don't, I'm not your mom, I can't tell you what to do. That's all I got. Peace.